Imagine a world where faith and warfare collide, where knights in shining armor march thousands of miles, driven by religious zeal and the promise of eternal salvation. The Crusades were not merely wars. They were a collision of cultures, ideologies, and empires, a struggle for the soul of the medieval world. Join us as we embark on a journey through these legendary battles that forever changed the course of history. The following images in this video have been altered and generated using AI technology. They are not exact replicas of historical events or people, but are used to provide a visual representation of what the events may have looked like. These images are intended solely for illustrative purposes, to help bring the story to life. The story of the Crusades begins in 1095, when Pope Urban II issued a call to arms that reverberated across Europe. This was more than just a military campaign. It was a divine mission to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. In this scene, we delve into the religious, social, and political context that led to the First Crusade. The allure of spiritual rewards, opportunity for land and wealth, and the desire to escape feudal oppression inspired thousands to take up the cross. But this was no ordinary journey. This was a pilgrimage of blood and faith. The First Crusade marked the beginning of a brutal and arduous journey for those who answered the Pope's call. This scene explores the grueling march across Europe and Asia Minor, where crusaders faced hunger, disease, and constant danger. The climax of this campaign came in 1099 with the Siege of Jerusalem, a battle that ended in both triumph and tragedy. As the Crusaders stormed the walls of the Holy City, they unleashed a massacre that shocked the medieval world, leaving a legacy of bitterness that would endure for centuries. After the initial success of the First Crusade, Crusaders established the Kingdom of Jerusalem, Christian stronghold in the heart of the Muslim world. This scene examines the challenges faced by the Crusader states, from internal divisions to external threats. The fragile peace was constantly threatened by Muslim forces eager to reclaim their lands, and the Crusaders found themselves defending not just their territory, their very way of life. This period also saw the rise of famous military orders like the Knights Templar, who became the defenders of the Christian faith in the Holy Land. The fall of the County of Edessa in 1144 marked the beginning of the Second Crusade, a campaign that would prove to be a disaster for the Crusaders. This scene details the failed attempts to reclaim lost territories and the growing strength of Muslim resistance, particularly under the leadership of figures like Zengi and Nur ad-Din. The Crusaders' defeat at Damascus in 1148 was a turning point, signaling the decline of Christian power in the region and the rise of a new Muslim leader who would challenge the Crusaders like never before, Saladin. The Third Crusade is perhaps the most famous of all, not just for its military campaigns, but for the legendary rivalry between Richard the Lionheart and Saladin. This scene takes us through the epic battles of this crusade, including the Siege of Acre and the Battle of Arsuf. Richard's tactical brilliance and Saladin's chivalrous conduct became the stuff of legend. But despite their efforts, the crusade ended without the recapture of Jerusalem. However, a truce was established that allowed Christian pilgrims access to the Holy City, a compromise that reflected the mutual respect between these two great leaders. As the momentum of the Crusades waned, the later campaigns became less about religious fervor and more about political and economic gain. This scene explores the Fourth Crusade, which ended in the shocking sack of Constantinople, Christian city, by Crusader forces. The final chapter of the Crusades came with the fall of Acre in 1291, marking the end of Christian rule in the Holy Land. The Crusades had come full circle, leaving behind a legacy of conflict, cultural exchange, and a lasting impact on East-West relations. The Crusades were more than just a series of wars. They were a defining moment in history that shaped the medieval world and set the stage for future conflict. The echoes of these holy wars can still be felt today, reminding us of the power of faith, the dangers of fanaticism, and the enduring impact of history. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more updates on future videos. Thank you for watching, and remember, the future is a mystery, so live the present and remember the past.